Ho ho ho, and welcome to another video here on TryHackMe. We are doing the Advent of Cyber, day number 14. We're talking about certificate mismanagement. Its headline is, even if you're horrible mismanaged, there's no sad faces on Sockmas. So we're going to learn about self-signed certificates, man-in-the-middle attacks, using Burp Suite proxy to intercept traffic. Certified to slay. So certificate. So we hear a lot about certificates and their uses, but let's start dissecting what a certificate is. It's a public key. It's a core. Certificate contains a public key, part of the pair of cryptographic keys, a public key and a private key. The public key is made available to anyone and can be used to encrypt data. The private key remains secret and is used by the website or the first to decrypt the data. The metadata, along with the key, it includes metadata that provide additional information about the certificate holder, the website, and the certificate. You usually find information about certificate authority CA, subject information about the website, so something like meow.tmh. A uniquely identifiable number, validity period, signature, and hashing algorithm. Sign here, trust me. So what is a certificate authority CA? A CA is a trusted entity that issues certificates, for example, global sign, let's encrypt, and DigiCert are very common ones. The browser trusts these entities and perform a series of checks to ensure it is a trusted CA. Here's a breakdown of what happens with a certificate. Handshake. Your browser requests a secure connection and the website responds by sending a certificate. In this case, it is only requires the public key and metadata. Verification. Your browser checks the certificate for its validity by checking if it was issued by a trusted CA. If the certificate hasn't expired or been tampered with and the CA is trusted, then the browser gives the green light. There's different types of checks you can do. Check them here. If you want to do that, go ahead and check out this site right there. Data exchange. The browser uses the public key to encrypt the session key, which encrypts all communications between the browser and the website. The website server uses its private key to encrypt the session key, which is symmetric. Now, both the browser and website share a secret key session key that we have established a secure and encrypted communication. Everyone wondered what makes HTTPS secure. Thanks to certificates, we can now have authorization and encryption and data integrity. Now, then they talk about the difference between self-signed and trusted, and I'm gonna leave this to you. Read all this. So we started the machine, and how major malware disrupts G-Day. There are less than 2 weeks until G-Day. And major malware has been planning its disruption ever since Glitch raised the self-signed certificate vulnerability to McSkitty during a security briefing the other day. His plan is near perfect. He will hack into gift scheduler and mess with the delivery schedule. No one will receive the gift destined for them. Sorry. G-Day will be ruined. Evil laugh. Preparation. First things first. The glitch spoke about a self-signed certificate, but many malware can't believe that the townspeople, usually so security savvy, is maddening to him, would easily disregard such a critical vulnerability. It is a trap set by the glitch and McSkitty to catch him red-handed. He definitely needs to check for himself. Before that, though, he wants to make sure that his tracks are well covered to prevent any DNS logs from alerting his enemies. He will resolve the gift scheduler FQDN locally on his machine. To achieve this, let's add the following to the etc host files. Let's go ahead and open up a terminal file, and then now let's go ahead and write nano, then etc hosts. And then let's go ahead and copy paste this line here into the host file, just anywhere basically. That's going to be fine. And doesn't really matter if there's the space or not there, but we can just make it just like that. Now that is added, we can do like that, and I'll do it the other way. And then we can basically go ahead and cat it out to the screen to see whether, to verify the line is there. I don't really think we need to do that, but we can just do it. And we see the line is actually inside the host file. Basically means that when we go ahead and in our browser and type scheduler.tmh, we're looking up the actual host IP address. This is the way we're going to do local hosting on our own machine instead of going to type the IP address. And that is because that some websites, web servers don't recognize direct access through IP. They need to have it through the name, DNS name. So now to navigate to that, let's open Firefox. So opening Firefox. I'm going to go and navigate to the HTTPS. Pay attention to that. Now we have an S to it. When we do that, we're going to get a warning. And we're going to click the advanced. And when we click view certificate, link, mark, let's just, there we have it. A new tab will open. Major malware can be log. This is evidence that glitch was speaking the truth. The gift scheduler web server uses of self-signed certificate. Now that's bad. This means that the townspeople and all the elves will be used to clicking the accept and risk continue button marked with two screenshots above. To access the website to the point it become habit, Major malware does just that and inserts his credential into the login form. So with his credentials, he can't do anything but send a GIF request. And if he were to ever do such a sickening sweet gesture to carry out his evil plan, he will need to sniff some admin credentials, maybe some of the elves' passwords, or even, if get lucky, Martha Mayware's account. So, to sniff else traffic, well, did we need to do this? When we click view certificates, major mail can be, so this means that the title will be used to clicking on, I don't really know. Did they want me to click this? Well, so far I'm not. To sniff the old traffic, he needs to set up a proxy on his machine, route all variable traffic to it. This way, the major will be in the middle between the townspeople and the key scheduler. The position will allow him to sniff all requests forwarded to the signaling website. Let's start the Burp proxy by typing Burp in the terminal. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and find it somewhere on the web and open Burp. Let's start Burp proxy, type Burp terminal. A new window will open. You can accept the default configuration by clicking next and then start. Yeah, that's very typical. Once Burp Suite loads, we will select proxy number 1, the screen above, and toggle intercept on. Option number 2, to prevent users from noticing any delays. Toggle off. Yeah, so sorry for that. It's a very long day for my throat today. So I'm gonna toggle off intercept on and prevent users noticing any delays in the website. Final. Let's open proxy settings and set a new listener on our attack box IP. That did actually take some time, so let's go ahead and type next. Start Burp. And let's see, it's taking its time. Finally, let's open Burp proxy, set up a new listener on our attack box. So we're doing that. Whenever it's done loading, we can do that. So we're gonna wait for this slow poke. Let's go to Burp settings. Let's go ahead and type font because we're used to this now. And let's take font number 16 just to make sure that we can see as much as we can on this small screen that we're looking at right now. So now we're going to go into proxy, it's set, and then intercept off, and then proxy settings. And then let's go ahead and add a new listener, and it's gonna be specific address of actually the one filled out right now. 10.10.180.147 is my attack box IP, so it's gonna be yours as well. And the binding port is gonna be 8080 one more time. Let's go ahead and click OK. So now we have two listening proxies we can use. We must set listening port to 8080 and toggle a specific address option. The box next to it will automatically specify it will. Finally, we can click OK. So the previous settings window will get displayed, and we can see that the new listener has been added under the proxy lister. So, major malware rubs his hands together gleefully. As we can read in the yellow box in the screenshot above, Burp Suite already comes with a self-signed certificate. The users will be prompted to accept it and continue. And major malware knows they will do it out of habit. Without even thinking of verifying the certificate origin first, the G-Day disruption operation will go off without a hitch. Sniff for the mule. Now that we have our machine ready to listen, we must reroute all traffic to our machine. Major malware has a wonderful idea to achieve this. He will set up his own machine as a gateway for other wearable machines. Let's add another line in our attack box. The 10.10.181.47 address in the snippet should reflect the IP of our attack box, which can be found at the top of the page. So he would like us to direct all traffic of wearable traffic usually routed through the legitimate wearable gateway to Major Malware's machine, effectively putting him in the middle of a request node. In practice, the adversary can launch a similar attack if they control the user's gateway, and the attack can easily succeed against the website, not using signed certificate. The attack requires more than adding an entry into the ECC host file, however. This task aims to emulate a part of the attack. As a last step, we must write a custom script. So let's go ahead and just take this line right there, go into a terminal, paste it in, and we can one more time go right. You see, there we go. Now we have it. We also have an IP address of ours that's going to be used as this particular name there. So as a last step, we must start a custom script to simulate the user request to the gift scheduler. Keep the script running so they have new requests will constantly captured in Burp Suite. So we need to open a terminal, and then we go into this particular path, it would seem. And here we have a route elf traffic script. We can run it. I know all this is a bit like a lot, so let's do this. So now we are routing the traffic. Pony scheduler. At last, everything is in place. Made a valid use plan can finally commence. Evil laugh. Oh. We can return to the open Burp Suite and check out the history tab. Let's go to the history tab. Let's go to this one, and then there. And we do have a few of these containing usernames and passwords to different kinds of people like admin and Martin Mayware and admin again and so on. So what are we going to do now? There is a triumphant gleam in Major Malware's eyes while he stares intently at the web requests pouring on his screen. He can finally see them. The post request containing clear text credentials for the gift scheduler website. Now he only needs to wait and find the password to a privileged account. Now we have some questions here to answer. The last one we can just answer. What is the name of the CA that designed this gift scheduler? I don't know. Let's. Do we get any hints here and there and anything like that? I'm not really sure. Um, what is the name of that? Probably go and view certificate, I guess. It's called TryHackMe. I guess that's what they want me to answer. Okay. Um, looking at the post request and HTTP history, what is the password for Snowball Elf? Well, never. There we go. Carrot. Something with carrots. Let's take this. Use the credentials for any of the elves to authorize to the gift get your website. What is the flag shown? Okay, so well, let's take this account we already look at. And I guess I then have to do this. Not that I want to, but let's just accept the risk and put in the username and take the password there. We have one beautiful flag right there. Okay. What is the password for Marta? Well, we just have to go back to Burp. And that was the first one actually. Take that one there, paste that in. And now that we have the last question, Major finally succeeds in his evil intent. With Marta Mayware's username and password, he can finally access the administrative console for the gift scheduler. What is the flag? So we're going to take the name of the Marta and take this right there, log out. I said log out. Something we cannot do or one. Yeah, and I accidentally clicked a button I shouldn't click. So now we can log in, I guess, to Marta's. So we're going to take Marta Mayware's name, paste it in, and scroll down here to the answers we have, and just basically take the password, log in, and we're going to get a flag, which is the one we need. Copy paste that, paste it in, and we should be done with today's play. Why wouldn't it accept? Let's reload the page. I don't know. Maybe TryHackMe is under a lot of strain right now. It does seem that I have issues reloading that page right now. So let's try one more time. So while this is not really loading for us right now, we will have to wait until it's there. So it did actually take the flag. It just lagged a lot. So now we learned this, definitely think about how, the self-signed certificates and access to those and making, others just click it, because if we have that self-signed certificate on our machine, we have access to the private key, which basically means we can decrypt all the traffic. So if you can set up some sort of, hustle scheme, whatever you're going to call it, where you can make people click accept to your signed certificate, you will have the key. Now, don't get me wrong when I say that signed certificates are as good as an encryption as CA signed certificates. It is just not signed by a trusted party, which is why it cannot be trusted, which is why we should never click accept and risk the risk and issues by using a self-signed certificate. Just want to say one thing before we end, and that is